Hello and good evening. Welcome to Wednesday night. I am Leanne Winston Psychic Medium. I hope everyone has had an amazing week so far. Can't believe how fast Wednesday actually does come around. Just before I do get started, I do ask people to help me spread the love. Invite your friends and family to join in. You never know who's going to get a reading or some information that might help them in their current journey. Also, if you are watching from any other page besides mytimetv.live tonight, please do jump over into, as I said, mytimetv.live so I can actually see your comments here in the background. As I can see, my mum is already here saying good evening to everybody. And we have Caroline saying hi, hey honey. And we have the lovely Faith, hey Faith. And Tash, and Mia is here as well. So welcome, lovely people. Do jump in and say hello. Let me know that you are watching, and maybe even hashtag and let me know where you are watching from as well, because we do go right around the world. So it's lovely to see the different areas that people are coming from. We've got the lovely Louise. Oops, my thing jumped. Nicole is here. Hey, honey. It's done it again. The lovely Louise is here. Hey, Louise. Kim. My thing is jumping around in the background. Hey, Kim. And Kim is saying hi to my mum as well. Thanks, Kim. The lovely Nat is here as well. Hey, honey, how you going? We have Sue here, and Mia is from Glasgow. Beautiful. Now, is that in the UK, honey? I think. I've got a feeling. So, and all right, and we, my my mum is saying hi to Kim, um, and Nicole is from Mount Gambier. I was actually only thinking, Nicole, that I need to book another date to get down to Mount Gambier before the end of this year and do another weekend of readings. We've got Caroline from Adelaide. Mia saying Scotland. Beautiful. And Tash is from Bendigo. I hope you guys are all staying safe and well over there. I know Victoria had the earthquake this morning, and hopefully there has been minimal damage and no injuries. I haven't really caught up on the news to see what is going on with that. And I've just noticed that I've got the wrong border around me again as well. I have different borders for different shows, my member stuff, and then this one as well. So there we go. We've got the right one there. Tash said she felt it. It was crazy. I've only ever experienced, I think we had something like a few years ago, a level 3 or the Richter scale of 3, I should say. And I think that was closer to a 6 today. So I can imagine the difference that there would be. And we have Chloe here. Hey, Chloe. Hey, Leanne, you were right about me having a boy. Excellent. Congratulations, honey. Exciting times. Well, that sort of leads me into what I thought I would talk about tonight. Before we do get in, we have a member down in the green room, and we will pop up and say hello to her shortly. But there is so much going on energetic wise, and so many people are feeling it. So maybe let me know in the comments, how are you feeling this energy? How is it affecting you? Are you finding yourself feeling very tested? Just sort of feeling like it's challenge after challenge at the moment? Are you feeling tired and exhausted? Some people are finding the mental health is coming back to the forefront. It's kind of like the universal energy's got that last push to actually move a lot of stuff, a lot of energy that no longer serves a purpose, the clutter, so to speak, the energetic clutter. So if we focus on ourselves and bring that focus back into nurturing us, we are going to find things are going to start to move forward really quickly. And it really is the time to put things into perspective. Know what you're working towards. Have that focus. Tasha's saying it's pushing her limits at the moment. And Charlia is saying, I feel heavy, tired, and emotional. That doesn't surprise me, honey, that you are feeling emotional, because I do believe this energy is bringing up a lot of emotions. People are saying to me that they're getting emotional and not knowing why. All right. I'm a big believer that we need to let that emotion just flow. We have tried to hold it together for so long. And we usually are very good at a lot of people are good at putting that face on and hiding those emotions. My feeling is that we are starting to find that we can't hide behind those that mask anymore. It is the feeling that everything is coming up for a reason. Mia's saying, feeling, yes, depressed. Yeah. If you're doing readings, may I connect? Yeah, shortly, Chloe. We will get around to readings. And Caroline says that is so true. Energy is pretty intense. It is going to get better. Okay. It really is. And I want to say, trust me when I say that. It's kind of like we're having to move this energy for it to get better. Okay. Tamara is saying extremely exhausted. I'm feeling you, hun. I've been like that for about 2 weeks now. And I know I have put my body energetically and physically through a lot more than I normally would, especially with doing the shopping centre, and the week before was hectic, the week after was hectic. But it's like we don't seem to be recovering as quickly at the moment. And I do believe that's got something to do with the energetic energy and the universal energy at the moment as well. Chloe's saying, I've been so down and drained and tired too. Okay, sending you lots of healing and love as well. And it's kind of feeling like there is a lot of heightened energy around at the moment. Some people may be feeling like they're coming down with colds, but it's not coming on and it's not going away. I know myself, I sort of get to the stage where I feel like that a little bit. And it's like that feeling that our bodies are constantly fighting something, but not knowing what we are fighting in that way. Okay. So this decade, and a lot of you have heard me say it quite a bit lately, this decade is very much about nurturing us. The need to bring the focus back onto us and put that focus and that time into knowing what it is we want, where we're heading, what it is we need to do to find that balance, and work on keeping that balance as well in place. Okay. Faith is just saying, I'm not sure if I can ask a question. You certainly can, honey. Am I going to have a boy or a girl? And am I going to be able to keep this child? My 2 children are in my mum's custody, as I was falsely accused of things by sorry, I've just got to move over to the side comment, CPS. Both cases are closed, but was wondering if I'll be able to keep she or he. I'm actually seeing a little boy, honey, with the blue. I do feel yes, but I do get the reference to it's going to be a journey, okay? So I do feel that child will end up in your care, but I feel there's things that need to be done first. So whether CPS sort of work closely with you, or there's things that they want to put in place to help you along those lines. Okay, it's not going to be an easy journey, but I do get the reference to things will work out the way they need to in the long run. Okay. Kim saying, had lens surgery on both eyes, feel tired but happy, but will the flickering hang around for long? No, I feel like I've got the 7 there. So whether it's 7 days after surgery or another 7 days, I just get the 7 is very strong around that, honey. All right, so sending you lots of healing. Rest up, hun. All right. And that's the thing. At the moment, we are being encouraged to rest, to nurture us, because energetically, emotionally, physically. It's like we are zapped at the moment, and it's about recharging the batteries. And here in Australia, we're coming out of, we'll come out of winter, and the weather's still very wintry, even though the winter finished, nearly a month ago, sort of thing. We are needing that sun. We are needing that warmer weather to recharge our batteries. And I know for myself, that is something I struggle with normally about 3/4 way through winter, is hanging out for the sunshine, hanging out to get the fresh air and just recharge. Not that I get much time in the sunshine these days, but it is the feeling that we need to nurture that ourselves on a soul level, and we need to give back into our physical body as well. Hydration is another thing, and I say that, and I'm really bad at it, but mind you, I have been on the Gatorade today. I just had to look to see, did I have a drink near me, and I've emptied that out today. So stay hydrated. Listen to your body. Take note of what it wants. And I know I'm not very good at practicing those things because I'm too busy focusing on other things. And Nicole says, thank goodness I'm not the only one. And this is why I ask the questions, because I know what I'm feeling in my body, and I would say I'm reasonably tuned into the universal energy of what is going on. And over the years of experiencing this and being tuned in to the universal energy into my body and knowing what's going on in that sense, I have learnt to go with the flow and not fight it. A lot of people will go through stuff and they go into that flight or fight mode. So instantly it's, they're working against the energy rather than going with the flow, which then adds to the tiredness and the exhaustion side of it. So I quite often will go and think, well, okay, I'm feeling this. What's going on that bigger picture? If any of you have heard about, and I'm sure a lot of you have because she's got quite a great following, a lady called Elizabeth Peru, you can see her here on Facebook. I highly recommend, if you're going through things and you're not understanding why you're feeling the way you are, jump onto her page on Facebook, because she gives you enough information in her posts every day, or every couple of days at least, to say, this is what's going on, this is what you're likely to feel, and this is how to get through it, sort of thing. So, if I'm not picking up on the energy myself, I'll go to Elizabeth's page and look at what she's sort of suggesting. And even just to have that confirmation at times to what you're feeling, it makes it easier not to go into that flight or fight mode, and to learn to let go and just trust and surrender with their energy. Nat saying, so busy, good busy, some frustration, but no time to stop, need more sleep. Totally understand that, honey. And that's the thing. I don't think enough of us are getting our night rest and recovery time, because what we are doing when we're in that sleep mode, it's like the soul returns home a lot of the time, and we go through a healing process. Now, here a week or so ago, I slept for 14 hours straight, sort of thing. My body was needing it, and I could have probably done that for another 2 or 3 days to try and make that little bit of difference. So listen to your body as much as you possibly can. And like that, and I'm sure that myself and so many other people are the same, we are trying to push so much into a short period of time. So it's like we've got more on our plate than what we normally would have, but we're putting more pressure on ourselves so we can achieve what we need to move forward. So, like I said, it's like we are going through this massive shift at the moment of energy, but it's like it's purging a lot of the old stuff, the old ways, the old structures, the negative energies type of thing, and making room for what is to come. Because I honestly feel a lot of us are going to experience some major positive, and I want to focus on the positive side of stuff, shifts come through between now and the end of this year, or even now and probably through to March next year. Spirit's just telling me it'll be through to March. with the way the energy is. So you might find a lot of that hard work that you've been doing in the past is going to come to the forefront and start paying off in ways that you wouldn't have expected it to, bigger than what you would have hoped for in that sense. But we do need to surrender to that energy. We do need to align ourselves spiritually and find that balance in our lives. And this is where so many more people are awakening to their intuition at the same time. So if you're one of those people that's becoming more aware of your intuition, let me know in the comments. You may find that you've been aware for a while of your intuition, but it's becoming more enlightened. It's changing, okay? Because things are really enlightened at the moment. I call it, and you've probably heard me talk about this before, I call it the thinning of the veil around the universe or energy around Earth. It's getting thinner, which is bringing more people into that loving energy, that light energy, and the intuition is coming, that spiritual side is coming more to the forefront. So we need to learn to surrender and go with it and trust in that information that we're getting. And what I'm noticing is so many people are awakening. And that's what I want to call it, because to me, that's what it feels like. People are just awakening to this side of stuff, to the energy, to their intuition, to aligning themselves, being in touch with themselves in that sense. Okay. And starting to trust in that instead of fighting it in that way. So people are, with the way that the veil is at the moment and the way it's going to continue on for probably quite a while yet, is people are going to find that things are coming in fast and thick and overwhelming. So you may find that you're on overload. You might find the anxiety goes through the roof. Even some people with depression will come more to the forefront, sort of thing. The focus will move in that way. And it really is about acknowledging that stuff instead of closing off to it. Because what we do is when we close down, we block stuff, whether it's the fear of the unknown or just it scares us, sort of thing, and we don't know how to control it. We are going to see so many more people, and I want you to be aware of this, because it's really important if you are somebody that is experiencing this in heightened energy and the intuition is coming to the forefront. You need to know how to balance it. You need to know how to ground yourself, how to breathe through the energy, how to protect your energy at the same time, not just from attacks like psychic attacks and stuff like that, from negative energies, from taking on other people's energies, ways, thoughts, pains, emotions, and stuff like that, because it is a real shift. And we have been going through this for a little bit for a while now, but it's the feeling it's really stepping up gear. So I'm here to support you if you need help in that side of it. And I've certainly got my online courses and my in-class courses to help people understand that. But please, if you are somebody that's intuitive and stuff is coming up, don't block it. Go with the flow. You don't have to go out there and be a reader, but sometimes they will give us the information to guide us and help us in our life. And if we block that, we're going to find that the anxiety and the depression is going to take over. Mental health is going to come more to the forefront, okay? So start being aware of what you're feeling in the moment, okay? Look at the bigger picture as well, okay? There's many, many tools, and mine and Deb's cards are just one of them that is out there, that you can pull a card for some guidance. There's meditation. There's all sorts of ways that you can use tools to help guide you on your pathway. It's a matter of just reaching out, looking at what's there, what resonates with you, and finding out how you work and strengthen it to balance it even more so in that way. Okay. Tamara's just saying, hey, Leanne, do you see any legal documents coming up and possibly what that may be to do with, please and thank you. I'm not sensing any at the moment, honey. I actually feel like you're in a waiting period sort of thing. So to me, pardon me, I get there is change coming. I feel you're holding on to stress around your stomach at the moment too, hun. So to me, I get there's a lot going on in your life, but I'm very much holding on to the stress around that side of it. Okay. But in the way of legal documents, I'm not being shown any at this current time. Okay. So all the best for you, honey. Julie says, I would love some guidance on my love life, please. Lovely lady, I'm feeling new beginnings. So trust that. All right. I do get the reference to there is change coming, but I also get you need to open your heart up as well, honey. So whether you've got some blockages from the fears of the past, I just get the reference to it's time to let those walls down around your heart and the rest will flow. You're on the right path with that. Okay, hun. So the path is not always easy, but believe in that journey. Okay, put that trust in you. All right, let's do this one more and then we'll bring Kat up and say hello to her. Then we'll get back to some more comments. Hello, and Jeanette says, hello, how are you? I'm new. If drawn, can I please get a reading? Welcome, honey. And if you are new watching, please do let me know in the comments. And also, if you're new to My Time TV, don't forget to hit the follow button and certainly check out my page, Leanne Winston Psychic Medium. I do have some news I'm going to announce shortly as well. I was going to do that to start with, and I've got a bit sidetracked in where Spirit has taken it. Okay. So, honey, the card I have pulled for you, and I am going to work with the cards a bit tonight, and this is my deck of cards that I showed the cover for before. New beginnings bring new cycles of energy. Prepare for the new beginnings, right? So, sorry, the new moon brings new cycles. Okay, so there is a shift of energy going on around you. Allow that shift to happen and surrender to it. Okay, and it pretty much goes in hand with what I've just been saying. Don't fight this shift. Go with it and look at the opportunities that will present itself to you. All right, so there we go, Jeanette. And let's bring the lovely Kat up and say hello to her. I'll just unmute her. Oh, hang on a sec, hun. There we go. How are you?
Hello.
I'm going around in circles again tonight.
That's okay. I'm all good. I'm coming to you from Roxby Downs at the moment. So
Oh, what are you doing up there? Up there, down
I'm just
there, up
for
there.
work. Yeah.
Beautiful. So, how's that
Yeah.
new home of yours going?
Oh, it's fantastic actually. It's like living in a hotel.
I bet. I love it.
The novelty, I'm sure, will wear off very soon when I have to clean double the amount of spaces. But hey,
That's it, exactly. I remember those days. I thought it was great until I had to start cleaning a house double the size sort of thing.
yes.
But yeah, excellent. So you just moved in and then you get sent away with work.
I know, but it's fine.
Yeah.
It's nice to sort of be out of Adelaide for a couple of days actually, every now and again. So yeah,
That's it. So excellent. So you're having a good time over there. It's been
everyone's so friendly. It's lovely. I love going to regionals because everyone is just so friendly. It's like a big family.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it.
That's it. I love when you go out to places like that and you walk down the street and they just smile, sort of thing. It's like you don't know me from a bar of soap, but it's that welcoming sort of smile, the country towns and stuff like that. So yeah, beautiful. Did you have a question you'd like to ask?
It was more just what I needed to know, and there's a few things going on around the schooling side of things. So
yeah,
it'd be nice to see what you got there.
Yeah. Perfect.
That's really, very much it. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, I got told to pull a card, and the card that came up was the breath card. So release what no longer serves you, find that inner energy and find the balance. So to me, take a breath with what's going on. Let me swap hands because I got it on the wrong side. I just get the reference to it's all going to settle in. So to me, I do feel that you're on the right path with what you're putting in place. It's just going to take some time with that side of it, okay? I also get the reference to it's really important for your son to communicate. So would I be right in saying he's sort of turned off when it comes to school type of thing?
Yes, he's withdrawing now, which is very unlike.
Yeah.
Very taciturn normally. So
yeah, because I get it's really important for him to find a way to communicate sort of things. So whether it's through talking with the teacher, doing the writing, or through the artwork or something like that, I get it's really important for him to move that energy rather than to bottle it up in that sense.
Yeah.
I get the feeling one of the kids that's causing a lot of the trouble will leave the school very soon, sort of thing. So to me, I kind of feel like I've got a bit of a ringleader there that creates that unsettled energy, and then it has that flow. You've got your flow on effect, your followers and stuff like that. So my feeling is it's only going to take that one energy to move and things will start to settle down in that way. I feel like your son's going to find where he fits very soon, sort of thing. So I get he's going to come out of this much stronger.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear.
Yeah, but communication is the biggest thing at the moment while he's going through this, because I just get the reference to he bottles it all up and he's very much in his own head. I want to say he's a bit like his dad in that sense, very much a thinker, puts a lot of pressure on himself in that way. So Spirit's just making reference to, like I said, the energy is so heightened at the moment, and he's a sensitive soul. He's intuitive.
He is very much, yes.
Yeah. And that's where it's really important to teach him how to learn how to protect his energy, sort of thing, with that side of it. So, he's probably getting a little bit old for that side of it at the moment, but I'm thinking, even kids seeing themselves with an armor, like a shield or armor, or imagining themselves in the Batman outfits or Spider-Man. Yeah, that's it. So, those things they can sort of put mentally in place to help them through that, so they can just see it all bouncing off, sort of thing, like, the superheroes would in that way.
Yeah, that's a great idea, actually, because I normally do the white lighting thing, which works really effectively before bed. But I think that's that shield or that armor is a good idea.
Yeah. Wasn't there a superhero that used to get around in a bubble? I'm trying to think what there was. It's been a while since I was a kid.
Captain America's all I can think of with the shield type.
Yeah. So even if he sees that shield when he's got to deal with those kids between him, so when they push that on, it's his protection and it bounces back. That energy bounces back at him, so he's not needing to take it on, sort of thing. Or, in his mind, he can see himself in a big bubble that's his safe place, and it's, he's invincible type of thing. He doesn't need to, absorb that energy in that sense. So
we don't need to make the move then, because that's what we were thinking, to be honest.
I think hanging in there is going to pay off in that sense. So, and it's, like I said, it's just going to take that one person or that one child's energy to shift, and then the others will sort of calm down. You'll see that shift of energy in the group of kids that he seems to be having, that he's having trouble with, sort of thing. But my feeling is the teachers are on it, sort of thing, but I feel like their hands are tied to a degree as well.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. So I do feel they are keeping a close eye on it.
Oh, that's awesome to know. And you're right. Everything's been in. There's stuff going on. Everyone's busy. There's lots happening, and I was listening to you talk, and a lot of the guys saying exactly the same thing. It's very busy time.
It's interesting, like doing what I do, I get to talk to so many people, and it's like you hear a lot of the same sort of thing. Like everybody's situation is different and what they experience, but it's the same sort of energy and that same sort of push and shift that's coming through that has been affecting people for a while. And I see it as a positive, because it's like we've been pushed to purge the negative, what no longer serves us. So I can see how it is a good thing in the long run, but when we're going through it, It doesn't always feel like it's a good thing at the time. So, yeah, breathe. And I love the way the breath card comes out. Yeah, that's it. And I'm reminding myself to do that a lot lately, just to stop, take that deep breath, hold it, and then slowly release it, because I know myself, I get very much in that go, go, go energy. And then I get to the stage, and I don't know about others, especially at the moment when we've got to wear masks inside for a lot of places that we are out, sort of thing. You're not getting the breath that we usually would get. So it's like we need to become even more conscious of taking in that air.
Yeah.
I don't know how like people in shops and offices and all that stuff have to like go wearing them all day. For a whole shift.
It actually gives you a bit of a headache. I find I get a headache if I wear a mask most of the day. So
yeah. And they're just sort of, to me, like, I feel sick. And I'm like, when I did I think it was the first time I had to read, and I was using a throwaway one at an expo just after we came out of this last lockdown. I actually felt ill for 3 days afterwards. And I swear it was the fact that I was wearing the mask. But I didn't realize then on how much I actually suck air in when I'm reading and talking so much, sort of thing. And with the mask, you can't do that as much. You got that restriction. So I think that taking that breath and focusing on that breath work is really important, sort of thing. So, yeah, interesting how our bodies work like that.
It is. I mean, and also the only other thing about masks is I realise how much I look at people's faces and their reactions when I speak to them.
Yeah.
And then you meet someone for the first time and they're wearing a mask, and it's just really disconcerting. All you can see are these eyes above the mask.
That's it. There's so much more to a face than just the eyes type of thing. But, I know people come up and talk to me with a mask on, and I'm thinking, hang on, I'm going to pick the voice in a minute because I can't pick the face.
Who are you?
It's very interesting the way we're learning how to change our ways, sort of thing, like that side of it. So, all right, honey. Well, it was good to see you. You have a safe trip home.
Lovely to see you, and thank you so much for the chat.
My pleasure. Oh, good. And you enjoy that beautiful home when you get back to it.
Oh, I will. I
love it. I will see you. Take care, hon. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Beautiful energy. So, and that's the thing, like, so many people are going through so much, and it's not just us, it's our children as well. And kids are so sensitive these days. It's like a whole new generation that for me, I went through a lot, I guess, as an intuitive child, but not having people around me that understood, or even myself understanding what I was picking up on and stuff like that. But it's like our children are taking it to such a higher level, and it's hard when we can't help them in the way we need to. I know for myself, I'm not the right person to help my youngest child through with her intuition, because she just pushed me away. But now that she's that little bit older, she's actually quite open to it, sort of thing. So it is very interesting in the way that works. All right. So Faith is saying, thank you so much. You are very welcome, honey. It is my pleasure. All right. Let's bring Dee up and say hello quickly to Dee. I'll just unmute her. Hey, hon. How you going?
Hello. Good, thank you.
I'm losing my earplug. I jumped out of my How's your week been, hun?
I am really, really good.
Excellent. You look like you're glowing. Have you got your man home?
For 2 weeks.
Oh, yay. Excellent. That's good.
But things are looking really good. I went up to Cairns by train.
Yeah.
And the railway stuffed up our reservation. And we were supposed to be in economy class. And I said to him, look, I'm really big, so I need the extra seat. He's autistic, so he needs an extra seat. Yep. And they gave us 4 seats, all right, but they spread them around the carriage. So we had 4 random seats, and the supervisor said, I wasn't happy with that. We got upgraded to business class.
Oh, stylish.
So we had 16 hours on a train on rail beds.
Oh, wow.
We got our meals delivered to us, doonas, and it was like, ooh.
Hey, if you're going to do it, go business class. Why not? It's better when you get upgraded.
He said it's all free, and I'm like, go for it.
Yeah, I'm not going to be saying no to that. But be sitting in a chair upright for 16 hours.
Exactly. So we went to Cairns and came back, and I've got Nikki and the kids down here for the 2 weeks. And
oh, beautiful. Excellent.
Yeah.
That's what you need is family around you. That's good.
It is. It's lovely. But I do have a question. Will my husband pass the medical?
I get yes straight away with that. Yes.
Thank you.
He's got to stop overthinking it, because I get he's questioning himself all the time.
We've been applying and applying and applying. And then I got a lead just talking to this bloke.
I love the way they come in.
I know. It's just like, whoa.
Yeah, perfect. And that's the thing. It's I keep saying this to people a lot lately. Everything is to do with timing this year. To me, it's like, yes, it's been a roller coaster. It's been a long year for a lot of things in our lives, but the timing is falling into place. And when it aligns, it's going to be really big sort of thing. So, and that's where I feel that it's really important to give gratitude for when things come up like that, but to celebrate the wins and the not so wins type of things. So we're giving gratitude, we're acknowledging it when it comes up. I was saying to a lady, was it yesterday? Yesterday or today? I've got myself into a habit. Every time I get a notification on my phone and a booking comes through and it says, payment has been received for this booking, I instantly go, thank you. And my husband was saying, what are you saying thank you for? And I said, because I've just got a notification to say a client's booked in and paid.
Yeah.
And I think it's a healthy way of giving gratitude and sitting in that alignment sort of thing. So, when that stuff happens, we need to acknowledge it. And you'll find things like with the train and stuff like that will happen more often when you're aligning yourself in that energy.
It is, yeah. And it's just, I am thankful for everything I've got. I'm thankful for him and everything.
That's it. But how good did you feel getting off that train, being that treated that sort of up class type of thing?
I was like, woohoo, this fat ass got business class.
Less of the fat ass bit, because it is what it is. And believe me, they don't change in a hurry.
No, but it was like, oh, my butt fits in this seat. Ooh, I can stretch my legs out and sleep.
See, that'd be my biggest thing. If my ass is squashed in the seat, I don't care. It's more the legs where it's got to stretch and move type of things. So.
The Spirit of Queensland, like, they've done the seats up like they don't have cabins anymore.
Oh, wow.
But when the bed goes out, they come along and put your beds out and make your bed up.
Yeah.
And everything. And we hopped on like at 10:30 at night.
Yep.
And he said, you've got a choice. You can either sit up or you can have beds. And the beds are like, I'm 172 centimetres tall. And my legs were as long as the bed.
Yeah, right.
And my grandson's 180 centimetres tall.
Wow.
And his legs weren't even hanging over the edge.
Yeah. It
was like, are you serious?
Yeah, far out. That's crazy, isn't it? Dee, just changing subject for a second, just while you were talking about the beds, I had voices coming through my headphones, and it was a woman's voice going, how are you? There was nobody around you that spoke just then on your end?
Nikki did.
No, I didn't say how are you.
No, Nikki didn't say how are you.
Okay, so it wasn't somebody around you, because I've just got voices coming through my headphones and I'm thinking, hang on, this isn't Dee's voice that's coming through. It sounded like an older female energy voice.
My mum?
Possibly. And it just went, hi, how are you? Sort of thing. So I don't know if that's something that your mum would ask you when she would greet you, but I just got, hi, how are you? And it was an older female voice, and it was quite I don't want to say distorted, but deep voice sort of thing.
My mum and I and my two girls, you couldn't tell our voices apart.
Yeah. This, I don't mean deep as in a deep sounding voice. It was like when we do the paranormal investigation, the way I guess you call it a disconcerting voice would come through. Sort of thing is probably the best way I can explain it. There is a difference when we pick up on spirit's voice on technology to yours or my voice, sort of thing. So it sounded very different in that way.
Well, whoever it is, I'm good.
I'd be very interested later on, when I might leave it until tomorrow, but to actually go back and watch and see what the video actually picks up. Did it hear it through the video, or is it just coming through the platform, the background where you guys come
Nikki
in?
just told her husband, hang on, Mum's just listening to something.
Yeah, no, this was definitely a clear, hi, how are you? Like it was a question being asked.
No, I think I'm good.
I think you are too. Your aura looks a lot better this week.
I know. I feel really good. I feel really relaxed. I feel
beautiful. Stay in that energy.
My daughter just said that's because she's here. No, that would be why I'm going grayer.
Yes. We'll go with that. That's what children do to us.
Exactly.
But no. I actually went and got my hair cut and coloured yesterday. I'm sitting there waiting for the hairdresser while she was mixing the colours up, and I call it my skunk tail that I get the greys come through. Yep. And I said, yep, the skunk tail's out. I'm ready for a colour, sort of thing. And it's always a joke when I go that, the skunk tail. So, and I was sitting there yesterday looking, going, that's just appeared again really quickly.
I gave up dyeing. It's just all natural, and I'm loving it.
Good.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it. I love it. I will get to that point at some stage.
And my daughter just burped while I'm online. The manners.
Charming child.
Yeah, charming. Sorry, I skipped that though.
that part's there for the whole world to hear. That's okay. Yep. I love it.
As you can tell in our family, we let it all flow.
My daughter always says better out than in. So
yep, we do too.
That's it. Less discomfort that way. So beautiful. All right, honey. Well, it's good to see you. I'm pleased things are going really well. But just keep breathing through this energy and stay in that. To me, it's like a higher conscious sort of energy, sort of thing, a higher vibration. So,
yeah, I'm loving it. It's like, and we got the full moon, and it's absolutely stunning
tonight, isn't it? Yeah, I did look out last night. It didn't quite look complete, but I must stick. Wrong angle. Stick my head out there and have a look. Before
the weird thing is like we're in Gladstone, which is the east coast. Yeah. And my daughter wanted to take the kids and watch the sunset. So I said to her, go to the beach and watch it go down.
Yeah.
Then it dawned on me, that's sunrise. And I'm like, oh, God.
No, the sunset going down, you will see, you get the beautiful sunsets as well at night time.
Yeah, but it's on the opposite side to you guys.
Oh, okay. I get you.
Sunset to us is in the west, and I'm sending it to the east, and I'm going, just go down there, go such and such.
Yeah,
that's where the moon rises and the sun gets up, not. But like we lay down on the back and we watch satellites and.
Oh wow!
It's been awesome. It's so clear here.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So my husband and I spent a night down at Glenelg a couple of weeks ago for our 25th wedding anniversary, and the room we had was on the top floor, but it was a corner room, so we could see the ocean and right down the coast and around to the hills type of thing. But unfortunately, the sun was sort of setting back the other side of the building that we didn't get the proper sunset, but the little bit I did see as we were going out for tea was absolutely beautiful. So
it is lately, but we're used to Cairns where it's always overcast and not clear. But considering Gladstone's like an industrial with so many refineries down here, it is crystal clear.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It is, and you can see all the satellites and stars and. It's absolutely gorgeous.
I love it. And that's where we can feel so much more connected with the universe, is sitting and spending time looking up, reflecting on that stuff. I love it.
Yeah, but please tell whoever it is I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm sure they heard you.
Yeah.
I must go back and have a look at listen to that tomorrow.
Let me know.
So, Yeah, it was interesting because you were just talking and it just came over top of your voice. So to me, it wasn't somebody in the room talking louder than you type of thing. It was definitely coming through technology.
Because it's funny, on the way down, I had to drive my daughter because she got tired, and her friend was Luke. I'd known him as Luke, and then he changed to Sky.
Yeah.
And when he committed suicide, I'd always referred to him as Luke still.
Yeah.
And yet on the way down, it dawned on me, his name's Sky.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how we struggle with those changes like that? Because you remember them as the way you met him to start with.
Yeah, but all of a sudden it was like I was referring to him as Sky, and it was like,
a shift. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Something moved. Sort of thing. So I love it. I actually had things coming up on the screen. I had a comment up there before from Sarah that I didn't even read. Sorry, Sarah, that I didn't push the button. Now I've got a comment there from Kim with the laughing face sort of thing, and I'm not even near my mouse. So weird things are happening with technology tonight for sure. So
actually, that could be oh no, he's not older. Sky was young. Yeah, but he had a deep voice.
This was definitely a female voice. The deepness is in the way that I hear it, as in we do when we have the paranormal.
Yeah, no, my mum would have said, "Hi, doll."
Yeah, okay.
Yep,
but this was, "Hi, how are you?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like it was a direct question sort of thing. So interesting.
Anytime you've got any messages for me,
yes, you can.
They're always welcome here.
That's it, exactly. All right, honey. Well, it was good to talk to you, and you enjoy your family, won't you?
I will. Okay,
beautiful. Take care. Keep up the good work.
Okay, thank you.
All right, see you, hun.
See ya.
Bye. Oh, beautiful energies. And we go through so much, and sometimes it just feels like it's never going to end. And I really think it is about focusing on the bigger picture of what it is that you're working towards and what it is you want. And the more we can sit in that more positive, even if it's just thought process, the more that we find, Spirit's playing my hair, sorry, the more we will find that energy will move through. Okay, so Jeanette's just saying, will my divorce be over in 6 months? I think it's going to go close to the 6th month, honey. If it's not within the 6 months, it's going to be just a fraction over in that way. Okay, Nicole says, if possible, would love a message from either my mum or my dad, please, Leanne. I need to acknowledge the celebration around you, honey. Who's just had the birthday or is about to have the birthday? So in the last couple of weeks or the next 4 to 6, okay? I get the birthday wishes, the celebration, acknowledging the celebration. I'm feeling dad's energy more than I am feeling mum's, and I actually feel like I'm looking at heart, lungs, chest with him, okay? He does have his hand on his heart, which is my sign for love and pride. I feel like you've been through a bit lately and there's a lot going on. He's proud of the way that you move through that energy, honey, and you don't get too thrown by that energy is the reference I get there. All right, so please know he's sending a lot of love through there, Hannah, as well. Alakira, sorry, honey, if I've said your name wrong. Hey, lovely, I'd love to know if I'll be getting a house soon, possibly before November. Yes, I do. I want to say probably more November is the feeling with that one, hum. Okay. Louisa says, yes, so over it all, the cold weather and wet weather. I know, Mount Barker is getting to the point that it is still quite wintry. Apparently the sun's coming out tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. Chloe says, do you have any messages coming through from my pop or my dad? Love and light. Honey, I get the feeling that I'm looking at opportunities coming up for you. So look at what gets placed in front of you over the next 6 to 8 months, because I do feel like I've got a lot of exciting energy around that. All right, so they're just making reference to that. Okay, Talia. Guys, if you've asked a question once, honey, I'm not too sure if I've answered one for you or not, or just said hello, but please do try to stick to only one question. My hair's everywhere tonight. So I can try to get through to more of you or cover more people in that way. Okay. So Charlie says, hey, yeah, I just want to ask about my relationship. Really got engaged. Congratulations, honey. But feeling very heavy, drained. Any advice? Love to you. All right, honey, that doesn't surprise me. If you caught the beginning of the show when I was talking about energy and what is going on, I would put a lot of that feeling heavy, drained type of energy down to what's going on universally in that sense. Reconnect with your partner is the reference I get, and communication is strong. So people are quite heightened in the way that they are reacting lately. It is really important not to react to those actions, all right? So the more you can sort of sit in that calm, peaceful energy, the more I feel that's going to flow into the relationship as well, all right? Mia, yes, good to know that everyone going through the same. That's the thing. We're not all in it one by one. We are all in it together, sort of thing. And Jeanette is saying it's the full moon. Beautiful. I actually stuck my head out last night thinking it was the same. Lee says, hi, sweet. How are you? I am good. Thank you, honey. And you? And there we do have Sarah's message saying, hey, beautiful. Any guidance from my spirits. Honey, as I'm reading that, I have Google coming up saying, sorry, I'm not sure if you're making... Oh, no, it's just gone out. I have no idea what the rest of that was, but it was quite long. So all of a sudden my phone was trying to talk to me in that way. So I look at the signs, honey. So to me, I do feel there has been a bit of a change in the way that the signs are coming through for you. So look at how you are evolving in that way. English would help. Talking about that, I've got spirit playing in my hair. So whether you're finding that touch around the crown a little bit more lately, I just get the reference to looking at that. Okay, there's an idiot in the comments. That's okay. We'll go past that one. My mum says, why are you on this side? Then go, oh, okay. You tell her, Mum. You just tell them to F off with love. Okay. They can keep scrolling if they don't like it. We didn't ask them to stop. Taking this, Mia saying yes, thinking differently, taking notice of things more. Beautiful. I love it. All right. So Anicia, hey honey, how you going? Nicole's saying bye-bye. So I don't know if you were saying it to that clown or if you have to drop out, hun. But love and light. I love it. More love and light around, the better, I say. Thank you, Mia, for the information. You are very welcome, honey. It's my pleasure. Jeanette, honey, you can write your comments, and I know I've already answered it, and you probably did that before I did. You can write your comments in bold writing to get my attention. It doesn't matter how it comes through. Spirit is going to draw me where they need to draw me to, okay? And I'm a big believer in setting my intentions for those that need the reading to get the information that they are needing in that way. Okay, so just thought I'll quickly explain that. Charlie says, can I have more information on your online course? Certainly, honey. So you can certainly go to my website, leannewinston.com, and go into the workshop area. My online course that I have up there at the moment is the Beginners Level 1, which is perfect for those people that are finding that their intuition is getting stronger, heightened, and not understanding how to control it, how to manage it, how to protect themselves, and all that stuff. So in my course, the online module is a 5-week modules that are released. You purchase it, you have lifetime access to that workshop. For the first 5 weeks, you will get a new module every week. Each week has a multiples of videos in it with different subjects. So we cover a lot of things like protection, grounding, breath work, auras, chakras, communication, like how the clairs work, how we get our information, the signage. There is lots of stuff in there, but it's a whole range of all the basic stuff. So basically, it gives you the understanding of how all this side of stuff works. We start to look at how you work and give you techniques and tools to strengthen that. And then from there, I have a level 2 and a level 3. Level 2 is more advanced, and then your level 3 is for those that want to go out and be a business and do this professionally, sort of thing, in that side of it. So please do check it out. Like I said, you can have you've got lifetime access to that course when you purchase it, but you can work through it at your own speed online. I do have the 2-day in-class workshop coming up, which is the 30th and 31st of October, and that one is being held here not here, I'm in Mount Barker in the Adelaide Hills in North Adelaide. So that's a Saturday, Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And that's a really great workshop for meeting new people, like-minded people and stuff like that, learning as a group. Now, one thing that I am going to be working on, and I just need to set a weekend aside to do it, is doing an online one where we will get together through a Zoom link and be a class like we would be sitting in a classroom face-to-face, but anybody throughout the world can access it that way. So I can still separate you into rooms where you can do one-on-one stuff together and whatnot in that way. Okay, so if you need any more information, do jump onto my website, leannewinston.com, and have a look at that as well. Okay, and if you certainly have any more questions after that, please do reach out. Hey, gorgeous Adair, how you going? And Tamara's saying, okay, thank you. Now, I know we have gone over time. Let me just scroll back to the beginning. I have launched a new group in the last couple of days, and it's called Earthly All Sorts. I've just realized there's a typo in that. Let me see if I can fix that. Oh, that's all right. It's not going to let me. And then I'll scroll all the way back to the bottom for that link. So basically what I have done is created this new group on Facebook called Earthly All Sorts. In this, on the group, it is actually an online sales page where I will be showing off crystals. This is just one that's sitting on my desk that I videoed earlier. It's a beautiful sky blue tower. So I have a whole range of crystals that I sell and constantly getting in new stuff. So I am displaying them on there. People can jump on and say that they want it by putting sold in the comments. It is first in, first served. Some of the crystals and products, I only have one in stock. So they're not always multiples of those, and every crystal is very different in that way. So if you're interested, do jump in, ask to join the group. I'm blown away with the 60 odd members that we've got in a couple of days, and the sales that have already come through that I am heading out to post tomorrow as well. My crystals are very high quality, and I do try to keep the prices are very reasonable at the same time. I'm a big fan in buying crystals because I'm drawn to them, but with the intentions of them finding their own beautiful homes to go out to. Now, at this stage, I am only posting Australia-wide. And alongside of the crystals, you're going to see new age products like I've also got incense. I've got incense burners. I think I've put those two up already. in that, well, some of those up already. My dad and, well, my very clever dad and mum are making wooden products. The Great Wooden Products is what his Facebook page is called. And that's things like pendulum boards, oil boxes, like for your essential oils, cheese boards, and different things like that that he can make to order. Now, the other thing that he is working on today, and I'm sure Dad's not going to mind me saying, is Ouija boards, because we have been asked so much in the last 3 or 4 weeks for people looking for Ouija boards. So we are creating some of those, or he is. I'm just selling them. Mum and Dad are doing all the hard work in that way. So keep an eye on the page. There will be products going up regularly. I'm always getting new shipments in. Like I said, thanks, Roz. You just put sold under the item and first in, first served. And then what happens is I ask you to inbox me your name, your phone number, your address, and your email address. I will then, when you are finished shopping, send you a message, a invoice through PayPal, and you can pay through PayPal, credit card, or whatever options you want to pick with that. And then once payment is received, within 2 to 3 business days, your parcel will be in the post on the way to you. So people are so wanting crystals and stuff at the moment, and I just figured this is another way to bring these beautiful beings to you guys, and the healing energies that people are needing through these things at the moment is quite high. If you're wanting to purchase a deck of my cards, I do have a link or a post in there for the cards. Otherwise, you can jump into Inner Soul Oracle Guidance. Sorry, Inner Soul Guidance Oracle. So it's innersoulguidance.com.au website, where you can purchase them through the website, or I also have a link on my leannewinston.com website as well in that way. Okay. All right, guys. Well, and girls, I'm going to leave you with that. Just breathe through this energy. There is so much in heightened energy, and I think this is all part and parcel why we're seeing so much in the way of the earthquakes, the riots, and all this unsettled energy coming up. There's a major shift that is going on at the moment as well. Thank you, gorgeous Roz. And Roz, I hope you're doing really well. I look forward to catching up with you, honey, and we need to do some more planning on a road trip is something I've been thinking about the last few days as well when you're up to it. All right, so thank you, Roz, for sharing the Inner Soul Guidance website there. Kim is saying, hi, Roz. Beautiful. I love it. Mia, you're very welcome as well. And Peter, fuck off. How's that? I'll say it. Get a life buddy and go and find something that you're interested in. Okay. And Roz is telling me she is seeing the doctor tomorrow. So am I, hun. So we can catch up and let each other know how we are going. I actually felt good saying that to that dickhead. All right. And I'm going to say it as it is because I'm sick of pussyfooting around idiots. So, guys, feel free to tell him. Okay. And do you know what? It's people like him that create a lot of this unsettled bullshit that can't keep their comments to themselves. Thank you, Sandra. How are you, honey? Sending lots of love out to you. And hopefully you're being able to focus on you and nurture you through this hard time at the moment. All right. So lots of love. You've been in my thoughts regularly, hun. Yay, look at this. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Thanks, Louisa. Do you know what? I'm so sick and tired of biting my tongue around dickheads like that. And I get what I do, and what you guys are interested in. It isn't everybody's cup of tea. And that is thank you, my time. that is totally fine, and I don't criticize or judge that person for that, but they don't need to attack other people in any way. They can just keep scrolling. So on a positive note, we've removed that negative energy, and all is well in the world in the way that it needs to be for now. All right, guys, take care of yourselves, sending lots of love and healing out to those that need it. And please know that you're not alone. You're not the only ones going through. That just came up by itself. My hands aren't even in the vicinity. You guys can see my hands, can't you? I love it. The scroll moves, and all of a sudden it's bringing those comments up on screens. So I have no idea why that is doing that. But I think it's quite amusing, and I love the way Spirit will play with technology at the same time. And there's certainly been a lot of that going on in my house today and yesterday, especially with doing stuff with crystals and unpacking and stuff like that. So, all right, guys, just breathe through this energy. Focus on you, on the bigger picture and what it is you're working towards. Things are going to get easier in that way. All right. Lots of love, and I will see you all soon. That's still going. Thanks. Bye for now.